Okay, my task for today is Leetcode 2943. Maximize the area of square hole in a grid. I did some preliminary check for the solution and it's quite interesting one. So let me explain what I'm gonna do. So let's assume we have this grid. Let me erase root eraser. So we have like really tall grid, say like something like this, and like all these bars are present. Let's say you have a couple of vertical bars. Say I can remove the last two bars, horizontal bars, and last one vertical bar. So in this case, what's gonna be the maximum area? And it seems like when rectangular area, I need to for sure one square is maximum before removing, so the area 1. But let's assume I remove this one vertical bar and one horizontal bar, and then I'm gonna have this area that's gonna be the maximum. If I gonna remove the next bar, the next area gonna be not a rectangular one, but not a square one, but rectangular one. So the side one gonna be 2 by 3, and that's not what I look for. So it seems like what I should do is find the sequences of the bars, and say here I have one sequence of length, only one that I can remove, and then here I have like 2 bars that I can remove the sequential. So the formula they are gonna be so I need to choose like minimum between 2 and 1 here in the sequence, and it doesn't matter if the sequence upper lower, it only matters because I can always I can always kind of so it's like if it's last one bar vertical bar, let's say we have a sequence of say 1, I can no matter where I have those bars, let's say I have somewhere in the middle those bars to be removed, and in the end, and say here if I remove 3 bars, I'm gonna have this kind of rectangular area, but it's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for squared areas. So it means that the vertical number of the sequence of the consecutive sequence of the vertical bars is limiting in this case, because there is only one element in the sequence of the vertical bars that I can remove. So here gonna be even there 3 and 2. So I'll take the 1 here, and then it's gonna be minimum between vertical bars, V bars, sequences, and then horizontal bar sequences. Let's say I wanna maximize it, so I take maximum here, max here, and then max here. And then I need to derive the area. So the area in this case, if we have 1 bar here, 1 bar here, it's gonna be the sequence gonna be 1. So the area gonna be this value multiplied by this value. This value plus 1, so mean plus 1 squared. And the mean gonna be between 2 maximums, and the maximum is gonna be for the vertical bar sequences. because like if I have like say vertical bars that can be removed, like this one, and like in the one bar there is another one, still I cannot make a squared in between space in between those two bars squared, because like I cannot remove the middle bar. So I don't care about sequence about like I don't care about the bars that I can remove if there is at least one bar in between. So only sequences like this I care about them, because like actually removing them will create the empty space in between of them. And like if I just have the 3 bars, I can get like this empty space, or like this empty space. But then like regardless of where I have like vertical bars, I can make this empty spaces squared. So there are multiple empty spaces now. There is one empty space, this one empty space. It's gonna be all kind of empty spaces, and then I can make either of them squared by removing vertical bars. So let's say we have like this vertical bar, and then this vertical bar can be removed, and then let's say we have this vertical bar can be removed. In this case, I'll make the entire kind of this entire this entire square. So the size is going to be 4 by 4. It's going to be all empty. So that's the idea. So like first of all, calculate the sequences of the vertical bars and the horizontal bars. So, like first of all, sort the H bars and V bars. Second of all, calculate the sequences. The third of all, the third step is calculate the maximum for the V bar sequences and the H bar sequences, and then take the minimum and square it. Take a minimum plus 1 and then square it. So in this case, if I have like three bars to remove, I'll have this 3 plus 1 squared, and that's going to be 16. So the idea is the following. So I'll do this H bars sort, and then V bars sort, and then I'm gonna go for I in range H bar. Okay, then H bars. From 1 to the len bars, and then I'm gonna have this max sequence of the H bars. And then it's gonna be 0. And then here I'm gonna go, I'm gonna check. So I'm gonna have car sequence of H bars is gonna be equals 1. And then if H bars I minus 1 equals H bars I minus 1, then I'm gonna have car sequence bar plus equal 1, and then max sequence H bars I'm gonna be max, and then between this one and then between current one. Else I can reset the current sequence of H bars. Okay, it starts with if the h bars, if the len of the h bars is equal 0, or len of the v bars is equal 0, I'm gonna return 1. Then here I'm gonna be 1 with 1. And then do the same for the v bars. For I in range 1, then len v bars, I'm gonna go if v bars I minus 1 equals v bars I minus 1, then I'm gonna go and then car sequence. We have like variables here, v bars, then v bars, then car sequence of v bars plus equal 1. Okay, and then max sequence of v bars equals max between this one and then car sequence of v bars, and then else car sequence of v bars gonna be equal 1. Okay, and then in the end I'm gonna return minimum between max car sequence of v bars max sequence of v bars, and then car sequence of h bars, like max sequence of h bars. Then here plus 1, and then squared. No. So here, because I have not entered this one, I need to enter the loop. So I'll do this if max sequence of h bars len h bars greater than 0, then else 0 if v bars So in this case, let me print that use case. It's an interesting use case. What's happening? What's going on here? N is equal 4, M is equal 40. let me print it because it's gonna be much easier for me to reason. Format h bars, and then v bars, and then v bars. Two, three, 4, 5, and then v bars 36. So here there should be 1, 2, 3, 4. The sequence of the h bars 4. The sequence of the v bars gonna be 2, and it should be minimum between. So it should return 9. Okay, let's print. The algorithm should work, but I don't know why it's not v bars. Max sequence of h bars. So v is 1. Why v is 1? So h calculated correctly, but v should be 33. Okay, then 34. Okay, let's say print I, and then format, and then here v bars sort v bars I minus 1 is equal v bars I minus 1. Ah, okay. So I'm resetting it here. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, so that was it. I read actually the solution, and then when I thought about it, it made a lot of sense, and now I'm like implementing that for the first time. So that's it. See you tomorrow.